Hi there and welcome to Baldy Makes Stuff, the channel where I have a go at making tech kits up, mainly Meccano, and also taking a look at the products that are available on the market for you to buy if you were so inclined. Since I bought the set 10, a number of people have expressed an interest in the robotics side of things, so what I thought I'd do is get hold of one of these. This is the Meccano Introduction to Robotics kit, and it's I found out that these were available for, at this point in time, 25 quid on Amazon, which seemed to me a bargain and worth getting one to unbox for you. As a matter of fact, I thought they were such good value for what they were that I've bought two of them. Reason being that they come with the Mecha Brain inside them. You only get one Mecha Brain in the set 10 that I bought a month or so ago, and I wouldn't have been surprised to see spare Mecha Brains priced at more than 25 quid each if I'd gone looking to find them. So they'll be able to get one that's got a Mecha Brain and servos and motors and all the other bits and pieces that come with it. Seemed to me like a bit of a bargain. So that's what I've been and done. Something else new to tell you about. As a bit of an experiment more than anything else, I've signed up as an Amazon affiliate, which means that there will be a link to enable you to buy this on Amazon should you choose to do so. That'll be a link in the video description. And if you do it through that, then I will get a small amount of money back from Amazon for directing you to it. I have no idea what the results of this will be. I'm pleased if I made any money at all, and it's not really about the money, it's just trying these things to see if they work or not. But should I be fortunate enough to get any money out of it, it would be used to just reinvest into the channel, to buy things to unbox or to get better equipment. So anyway, if you like what you're seeing and you fancy doing me a favour, by all means go and click on the link to buy it if that's what you're going to do. Whilst I'm asking you to do stuff, if you want to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, give me a like, give me a comment, just to reach out and show me that I'm reaching somebody with this, and that'd be massively appreciated. That being said, let's get on to taking a look and seeing what you get when you buy this thing through Amazon. So when you buy the thing online, it comes well packaged in brown cardboard box like that. So let's take a look and see what we get inside. Using the trusty Swiss Army knife to get it open. I would imagine that people who buy this sort of thing have got a higher percentage of Swiss Army knives than the normal population. Let's see where we go. Open that up. It's well packaged. There we go, a bit of a bugger to get out, but here we are. Let's put the blade away before I kill myself with it. And that's what you get out of the box. So, you've got the cardboard wrap, picture of a earnest looking young kid assembling the robotic car, which is the thing that you get the main instructions for inside. And pictures on the back that show you some idea of the contents and what you can do with it, and again some more interested young kids having goes at stuff, so very good. We then take open this up to take a look at the contents. Here we go. So you end up with this box. I quite like these boxes. I think they work reasonably well for the contents. They're nice and sturdy. And what they've got on them, which I don't know what I'll use for it as yet, but I'm sure there will be, is you've got these little holes that you can actually attach Meccano to. They can fit nuts in there and bolts through them, so you can bolt pieces to the lids. And I haven't yet come up with a use for that, but I'm sure at some point I will do. You've got the normal cardboard cutout showing you various things. Not sure if that is actually the contents of what you've got in here, but it doesn't look like it. It's not going to be a million miles away. It's similar stuff to that you've got. As we come into it, you've got the instructions, which we'll take a closer look at as we go to it. There is a bag that looks to have all the smaller parts into it. And what I would do before I bought this, before I bought any Meccano kit really, is to arrange some additional storage for the small pieces. These boxes are good for what they are, but they're no use for organising small pieces into. You need a plastic organiser tub or something like that so the small parts don't go all over the place. But that's that one. You've got a bag with the wheel hubs and tyres. You've got a bag with the Meccano brain in and an infrared sensor. You've got a battery box and a drive motor. You've got a servo in there and the servo casing and holder. And then finally you've got these, which are the dividers that go into here to section it out. So that's the contents. Let's open the bags, see how we go from there. First bag up is, which we'll open up, is this one. It will be a miracle if I get to the end of the video without cutting my thumb open, but let's see how we go. This is going to be all your parts. This is the little punching tool for putting holes into make bits of cardboard. I don't know how much use it is on a regular basis for that, but what is useful with these, I open this up. What is useful with these is this on here, which is a bolt sizer. You can put in the bolt on there, and by the length it goes in there, it will tell you what size bolt you've got, and that really is a useful little piece of kit. You've got standard nuts and bolts, Meccano tools, bits of zinc, longer bolts, more bolts. It's a decent bit of hardware actually. Spacers and washers, small bits of plastic, and the larger pieces of plastic which connect together to make the things up. You've also, then as I say, you've got the various sensors, Mecha brain and things like that. Next shot we'll open it all out, spread it on the table so you can see in one go what there is there with it. Right, these are the contents of the set laid out to get a proper look at them. Let's just go in for a closer look. You've got the instruction booklet, which we'll open up in a minute and take a look at what it shows you how to build and so forth. You've got the bits of zinc, the bits of metal, the screws and the bolts that come with it. I mean, these outfits nowadays are mostly plastic, but they do have a reasonable amount of metal to help with construction as well. You've then got the tools, which are self-evident, and the various plastic bits that go together to make up the main body of the parts. Got the hubs and tyres there. You've got the servo motors, the main drive motor, the battery box, the Mecha brain, which as I say I think is good value in this for the money you pay for it, the infrared detector, and some more plastic, and that's the size of it. And like I say, I think that's pretty decent value for the amount of money that's being paid. So there we are. When you get everything unpacked, this is what it looks like in the box. I say they're not terrible boxes at all. The section out in these dividers, so you can do a little bit of categorization through that. But as I said, what you want to do is get yourself a separate organizer box, which is what I've got here. That's far more screws than came with this, by the way, far more nuts and bolts and whatnot. This is stuff that I already had. But if you get yourself an organizer tray like this, they're not expensive. I'll put a link to one in the description. Yeah, an Amazon affiliate one, so I'd make some cash if you got it, but that'd be good. Yeah, that's the best way to organise nuts and bolts and whatnot. You get these instructions, so let's have a look at what comes with that. Just moving this stuff to one side. And let's put my glasses on because I'm blind as a bat without them. Nowadays, at least for reading. Get these instructions. Now the instruction manual gives you detailed instructions for making this robotic car. That's the only one that actually gives you the normal step-by-step build instructions for that you're used to seeing nowadays for Meccano, various bits and bats. I have had a go at putting this together. There are a couple of issues with it. The steering at the end with the servos, it is not 100% brilliant. I will do a build video for that eventually, show you through, get it to work and show you how it's doing. That might be in the next week or two. And then the other thing that you've got in here is it does want a little bit of programming. That's quite complicated, and Meccano, the stuff from Meccano is virtually no help at all, to be quite frank. This sort of tells you about it, and that tells you presumably the code that you need there. I have done a video that I will link to at the end for programming the brain here, for at least the basics of it, and I would strongly suggest you take a look at that because, like I say, the literature from Meccano isn't a great deal of help. So that's that. What you get as well are these leaflets for other stuff that you can make up from the kit. Not as detailed as the steps for the car over there. Doesn't bother me because I'm used to old-fashioned Meccano where you just got one picture and you had to build a massive construction from one picture. But there's not as much help as kids are necessarily used to nowadays with each thing. So various models that you can make out of this kit. And again, I'll probably build some of them and put videos up along the way. And of course, it being Meccano, you always can and you're encouraged to invent your own stuff. I think, like I said, I think it's pretty good value, especially for the price that they're going for nowadays. So yeah, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers.